So, sorry, something just fell over as I started this video. So I almost ended up doing a friend set, but we'll probably do that one tomorrow or the day after. But today I thought we'd do something a little bit cool. So we're going to have like a flashback Monday or Sunday or whatever day that this video comes out. It won't be Sunday because today is Sunday. So flashback Tuesday. It's probably going to come out on Tuesday. So here we go. It is a Star Wars Naboo Starfighter Series 1 and Globe thingy. I don't know what these were actually called. This is quite a few years old, and I don't think I've ever opened this. I can't see the year on this anywhere. What's it say on the bottom? It says 2012, so it's 7 years old, and it's been sitting around for quite a while. I feel kind of bad like opening this. It's like, well, this is probably worth a bit of money. But hey, what the heck. And I've already done this a couple of times, or at least once. So this is not the first time I've had this set. So I've got a couple of these. I've got quite a few of these sets from this series, but I don't know where they all went. And most of them I've done, but this one's been sitting there undone. But I will look after the box, just in case I do want to sell it. It's got a funny thing, you can kind of, because it's kind of hard to get out of the box actually. You've got to pull it through this way, and it pops out like this. So there's the box, and we'll put it over on the side. And I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to throw something on the floor. I'm not going to throw that on the floor. What a crazy time. Alright, so there's the instructions. It looks pretty straightforward. I just saw on Brickset that they have just put out a polybag thing of one of these little Naboo Starfighters. I should have made a note of it so you could compare it with this version. But anyway, if I was editing these videos, of course, I'd put in a picture of the latest polybag version. This doesn't come with a little minifigure, but that's I think it's a Naboo pilot. That's what it's listed as. And I can't get this thing open actually. Was there a trick to this? I don't remember it being this hard. Here we go. It's not that hard. So they pop open. They're kind of an interesting little creation. So that they've got these little pod things. They've come back into fashion a bit with there's Friends ones, and I think there was a Darth Vader one. But these aren't quite like the pods, I don't think. They're quite different. They're just big round balls. I think they're quite valued by collectors, and you're kind of going to get them rotated just the right way to get the patterns to line up. But then maybe again, this one doesn't actually look like the patterns even do line up in any possible configuration. I think that's the closest you're going to get to lining up. It doesn't really look like they've lined up. Probably shouldn't have done that to the very end. Well, you're supposed to hang them from the ceiling or something. So you can do that. Alright, so we open this up, and you get one of these little cool little, they're like the little, they're a bit like the minifigure bases, but not exactly like it. So it has you lots of information. So it's got a Royal N1 Starfighter Naboo pilot from Naboo. So this is definitely prequel series stuff if you aren't too up on your Star Wars. Which is fine. We've got to cater to everybody on this channel. And not everybody is a Star Wars fan or not a fan of the older ones. So everything's thrown out in a big pile, and we can just quickly put, they look very angry. Another I don't really like it when minifigures only have one choice of expression, and that choice is grumpiness. I like them when they're a bit happier, when you have at least the option. I mean, we all get angry sometimes, and we all get frustrated. But it's nice to have the option to be happy sometimes. So, I actually thought when I was thinking about this before, that it was actually little Anakin, and that they were going to have short legs. But there's not Anakin, it's just a generic Naboo pilot person. So let's go. I feel like this is the one. This is the one we should do without even looking at the instructions, but we're not going to. I don't think I've missed anything out on the instructions. That little tiny screwdriver ruler is supposed to be over there. I don't even know if you could see that there was a ruler on there. Can you see the ruler? You probably can, I think. It was about there, wasn't it? Okay, so that makes sense then. I'm not just talking to myself about random screwdrivers and rulers. So we start off and we put that one there. And this one feels kind of cool because, don't even know, is that really what's going to happen? Are we really going to put the two together like this? You don't know because I haven't turned the page. Oh my goodness. That is what happens. Fancy that. It feels neat because they don't overlap exactly. So there's actually a little gap there. And you know, that kind of subtle detail is not something you expect when you're doing Lego. And you just get it there and you're like, oh, that's quite nice. So there's not a lot of instructions on how to get that exact. I feel like there's a piece missing here. Was there another extra piece? There wasn't. Oh, I've done something wrong. I have done something wrong. Okay, so these go forward a bit. And now, what I just said was completely rubbish because the little slight difference is not really visible. So that's not as cool as I was hoping. I liked it the other way around. So anyway, let's put this on. Now this makes a bit more sense because now it fits just the way it's supposed to. And this little bit here just makes me think. So about this time, I think they had a midi size, I don't know if that's the right term, midi size Star Destroyer, which I got and spent forever to get around to doing it, but it was actually quite a lot of fun. I don't think I'm ever going to get one of the larger scale Star Destroyers, but that one took quite a while to make, and I had little tiny ones as well. I think they're like the original like microfighter things, but they weren't called microfighters. Is that right? I don't know. I think I'm imagining things. So we've got this part, and we're going to go to the next page, which is good, because if we weren't going to the next page, things would be going strange. I feel like I should have had a drink of water before this. So last night was real cool. I was like, I didn't cough at all. But now I'm going to have to clear my throat because I didn't have a drink of water. Hold on a second. Is it better to avoid, is to have an awkward pause and then the sound of water? Or should I have just coughed? Or should I finally get round to editing videos? No, because I'm taking too long to do everything else as it is. So let's go. This is very straightforward. But look at this kind of thing here. Put this in there and put that across. Oh, this doesn't look right. Oh, I see what you're supposed to do. Okay. I was like, it's supposed to overhang at the front like that. And there's an extra one there. So that's nice. Ooh. I have a hankering for watching The Last Jedi again. But I don't have access to a copy at the moment, so we'll have to do something about that. I think I feel like I'm going to be more excited for the new Star Wars film at the end of this year than I was for Solo, and I think everybody feels that way. So I should be getting a trailer at some point soon, I feel. As it's been a while, because it's been like a year since Solo came out, or around a year, almost a year. Not quite a year. Okay, I just yawned. So that's that part. That's good. It looks like actually at this point it looks kind of like a Slave 1, which is going to lead on to the next Star Wars set we're going to be doing soon, which is not Slave 1, but it is related, but I've got a few other things, including a friend set, which we will probably do next. It's a slightly bigger one, but it's one of those ones for 4+. Oh, everything is falling over today. Oh, this is crazy. What was that other video that I did, and there was a sound, you could hear it in the background. Oh, it was the dog barking, that's right, it was the neighbour's dog was barking, and I didn't even pay any attention when I was doing the video, and then when I played it back, I'm like, there's a dog barking in the background. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I put them the wrong way around. Okay, I put the circles the wrong way around. So they're supposed to go that way. Alright, and then that makes sense. And so there's our little Technic part for the the show, but there's actually a couple of other little technique bits. There's this one here, which I've just gone and lost, but I haven't actually lost it. I've found it again, so it's definitely taking shape. So that's where this thing goes. It goes into this thing here, which is sort of a Technic piece and sort of a not a Technic piece. And then this one can go there. Wonk. And ooh, okay, it goes all the way down. I kind of remember doing this once. Something, I don't know why, but I don't quite feel that's very satisfying. Like, it doesn't really slot into place, and you can kind of see the little, so it's not quite, it's okay, but then you put it on, it looks alright. Is that how it's supposed to look? Like, it's a big grey bit there. I mean, this is when they're probably going, oh, I wish we had yellow ones of these things, like yellow ones of this. Like the other, I think there's tan ones that are, because there's two different sizes of these. It depends on what size the this side is, and with the different colours. I think there's a tan one, and I think that's the longer one. Oh, I've forgotten. It's not tan, it's that browny grey one. Maybe it's been like a month or two since I've used those pieces. Alright, they come a lot with Mindstorm stuff. Old school Lego Mindstorms. So that can go there. That's not going to make any sense, right? Because you're not going to know what I'm talking about. I'm just mumbling to myself again. Alright, I've got to have like a little. I'm going to have a little board that says things not to do in a video. Don't mumble to yourself about things that the viewer will not have a clue what you're talking about. Well, they might. And then that will be freaky. Whoa, what? Is that? Okay. This is one of those strange little instructional things. Like, so we've got to put these things on over the top. Which I guess is fine. But it kind of feels like you should do that first. So they can't get it in. This is why you should do it first, because it's really hard to get this thing to go through the hole. There we go. But you have to give the instructions to do it first. Oh, ew. My goodness. Okay. I feel like they should say, put the little yellow thing on first, the cone on, slot it onto here, and then slide it into place. So I'm going to try and do it the way that they have instructed me to do it, which is to put this thing on here first, and then put the yellow cone on second. And I think this is going to be quite tricky, but I think if you did it this way, it's fine. So if you put it straight down like this, yeah, it does work. So, there we go. That actually looks neat. But we've got a few little extra parts here, don't we? But some of these parts, they all relate to this thing. So we've actually finished the model, which makes me nervous, because where did this piece come from? What was this from? Did I miss something? Oh, no, it goes here. Okay, right. Phew. That was not expected. I was expecting everything to be black for this part, but there is in fact a light grey, or a medium grey, or a grey, I don't know what grey it is. And quite a few black. I'm just a bit worried that I've got pieces from other sets confused. And then that goes like that. So we've done this part. So what's the next step, as they say? Oh, okay. It's been a while since I built one of these, so it's kind of fascinating to do it again. It's like it's all coming back to me that you have to make these funny little stand things. That's right. And then this goes there. And so that was actually, so, oh no, you do get a spare. I thought there was actually a spare one of these, but there's actually another one over here. So you do get a spare. And that can go there. I wonder what was the first time they started putting spares in the sets, because if you haven't been getting Lego for a long time, you might not realize that they did not always put spares inside Lego sets. So this piece goes on the bottom. So they're both the same. They're both like pointing. They both got studs on both sides. So it's not like one side's got like holes and one side's got studs. So wait, it's very hard to put this on. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, it's on. And then this thing goes here. This is so you can hang it from your ceiling. So this is like the hanging from the ceiling way. And I just assume that, oh no, okay. I thought for a second this thing goes on here and it just sits like that. But now I remember. So this actually can fit on, doesn't really say the best place to put it. Like I feel like I want to put it so that it goes on like this, but that might not work because the center of gravity is a bit far. Oh, it does work. Oh, look at that. It falls over though. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, so we have to move it a little bit to the middle part. And then hopefully it doesn't fall off. It did fall off. The center of gravity is just right. And then our little Naboo pilot sits there. And that's what you would put on your display case. And it'd be quite cool. And it's quite neat. So it's more a display thing. But there's still a lot of fun in this because that's quite a cool little model. Ow, you hit me in the head. Oops, I feel bad for doing that. Okay, and the spare pieces were that one and that one and that one and one of those pieces, little triangles, the cheese slices. And they do have a blaster, which is a non-shooting one because I think this was before the little blasters that could actually shoot things came out, and you wouldn't really want one anyhow because they don't look that good. They look a bit chunky. So there we go. I'm going to leave it there, and thanks for watching. That was slightly longer than I thought, but it's still not too long. So there you go. You can put a piece of string, and then you can hold it up. And just quickly, what was on the back here? What sets did I ever actually end up getting? So out of this series, I definitely got that one. And I was sick when I did it. I can't remember how I was sick, but I remember doing that. I always was supposed to get that one, but never did. That's the one with C-3PO, and there's a new version of that which I still haven't got around to getting, and I'm thinking about it. I'd like to get that one, but I haven't yet. And I probably got that one, so I probably got the 2 battle sets. And I certainly didn't get those because I can't afford those. And I think I kind of wanted those, but I have no idea if I ever got that one. And so out of all these characters, I definitely remember those. They had these really, like one of them. Just a series that had like one minifigure, and people were commenting that it was a very impressive minifigure. They had little whatever those things are on the top of their head and that. I don't think they're from that list there. So I got a fair few of those, but not all of them. Because that one's quite cool. Like they've got a little cape on the side and everything. So this was definitely the time to be getting stormtroopers, that's for sure. Alright, why are they stormtroopers actually? Are they stormtroopers or clone troopers? Well, there's a clone trooper type thing there, so there's not many clone troopers, so that's a clone trooper. And the rest are stormtroopers. Okay. Anyway, cool, thanks for watching, like, share and subscribe, and next time, oh, it's too far away, we'll do a friend set. Cool, bye.